Assalamu alaikum students. I hope you will be fine. The topic of our discussion today is identification of the verb. Till now we have done two tenses. We have discussed about simple present tense and we have also discussed about present continuous tense. In this lesson we will see how a question would come in papers from the portion of tenses. Inshallah, after a while I will explain to you how a question would come in the papers, but first we will take a quick review of simple present tense and of present continuous tense. So first let's see what is simple present tense. Simple present tense, it talks about facts, habits and daily routine. Now let's see how we are supposed to make the sentences of simple present tense. To make the sentences of simple present tense, you write the subject, then you write verb, and at the end you write object. In our first lesson, we also learned that if a subject is he, she, it or one name, then we are supposed to add s or es with the verb. Now let's see our example number 1. The sun sets in the west. This is your sentence of simple present tense because it is a fact. And to make sentences of simple present tense, first we write the subject. The sun is your subject. Set is your verb, but your subject is singular noun. That's why I added s with the verb. The sun sets in the west. Our second sentence is you read books daily. This is a habit and routine. That's why this is your sentence of simple present tense. To make sentences of simple present tense, first we write the subject, you is subject, then we write the verb, and at the end we write object. So here you can see that I did not add s or es with the verb read because your subject, it is not he, it is not she, it is not it, nor it is singular noun. That's why I did not add s or es with the verb. To make the negatives of simple present tense, we use do not or does not. And to make its interrogative, we use do or does before the subject. And if you want to know this thing in detail, you are advised to see the lesson number 1. One more important thing was that if these given words which have been given below, जो ये नीचे दिए गए हैं, if these words they come in a sentence, so your sentence would probably be a sentence of simple present tense. The words like every day, never, regularly, daily, sometimes. If these words they appear in a sentence, so your sentence would be a sentence of simple present tense, and you will use the verb in that sentence according to simple present tense. Now let's see present continuous tense. Present continuous tense, it talks about an ongoing process and it can also be used to talk about future plans. Present continuous tense जो है ये उस प्रोसेस की बात करता है जो जारी हो और हम इसे फ्यूचर प्लान्स के बारे में बात करने के लिए भी इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं. Now let's see how we are supposed to make the sentences of present continuous tense. To make the sentences of present continuous tense, first you are supposed to write subject. After the subject you will use helping verb, and helping verbs would be is, am, or. You will use them according to the subject. If subject is singular you will use is, if subject is plural you will use are, and if subject is I you will use am. After the helping verbs you will use fourth form of the verb. Fourth form means ing form, and at the end you will use object. Now let's see some examples of present continuous tense. He is doing his homework now. So this is an example of present continuous tense. In this sentence the action is ongoing, and to make sentences of present continuous tense, first we write subject, he is your subject. After the subject we use helping verb, is your helping verb, and we use the helping verb according to subject. Because subject is singular, that's why we used is here. After the helping verb, you are supposed to use fourth form of the verb. Doing is fourth form. Ing means fourth form, and at the end you have object. Now let's see our second sentence. They are coming to visit us on Sunday. This is your future plan. That's why this is your sentence of present continuous. And to make sentences of present continuous tense, first we write the subject. They is your subject. Are is your helping verb. We use the helping verb according to subject because subject is plural. That's why we used are here. After the helping verb, you are supposed to use fourth form of the verb, and at the end you will write object. They are coming to visit us on Sunday. To visit, this is your infinitive verb. You will read it in your textbooks after some time. So at the end, on the left corner below, you can see some words: present, now, right. If these words they come into a sentence, it means your sentence present, now, and right now. There is a mistake of composing mistake. Present, now, right now. If these words they come into a sentence, your sentence would be a sentence of present continuous, and you are supposed to use the tense according to present continuous tense. To make the negative of present continuous tense, you are supposed to write not after helping verb, and if you want to make its interrogative, you are supposed to write is MR before the subject. And if you want to know the detail of this present continuous tense, you must see lesson number 2. Now we will see how a question from the portion of tenses would come in our paper. So firstly, the question from the portion of tenses, it would come into your objective paper. They will give you a statement like this: fill in the blanks with suitable forms of verb. Then they will give you one statement, for example, the earth dash around the sun, and then you will have 4 options. In these 4 options, you will have to select the right option to complete the sentence. So now let's do this exercise. The earth dash around the sun. This is a fact. It means this is your simple present tense. And to make simple present tense, we use first form. But if your subject is he, she, it, and singular noun, we add s or es with the verb. So the right option would be revolve or revolves. Yes, good answer. The answer would be B, revolves. The earth revolves around the sun. He dash for an airport tomorrow. Now in this sentence you have a future plan. So it means this is your sentence of present continuous, and you are supposed to complete it according to present continuous tense. So the answer would be he is leaving for an airport tomorrow. Our next sentence is the baby dash for the milk now. So in this sentence you have a word now. When this word is present in a sentence, it means that is a sentence of present continuous. So the option would be the baby cry for the milk now, the baby cries for the milk now, the baby is crying for the milk now, or the baby was crying for the milk now. The right option is the baby is crying for the milk now, because if we want to make sentences of present continuous, we use fourth form, and before it we use is, am, or according to the subject. Because subject is singular, that's why we will use is here. Our next sentence is they always dash home late. So this sentence, this is a habit and routine, and this is your sentence of simple present tense. To make simple present tense, we use which form? First form or fourth form? First form, yes. And if subject is not he, she, it, or singular noun, then we do not add s or es with the verb. So the answer would be they always are coming home late, they always come home late, they always coming home late, they always come home late. So the right option would be they always come home late. So B and D, you can say that both are right, because both are the first form. But in your papers, only one option would be correct. Now let's have our last sentence. I dash English now. So again you have a word now. It means this is your sentence of present continuous. So the answer would be I am speaking English now. So class, this is how a question from the portions of tenses would come into your paper. I hope it is clear to you now कि किस तरह से आपको टेंसेस के पोर्शन में से सवाल आएगा. इंशाल्लाह आई विल सी यू नेक्स्ट वीडियो. अस्सलाम वालेकुम.